Hi team, I meet everyone as an organizer. Can report this now.
Good morning, Manoj.
Very much. Okay, so anyone could you please summarize what we seen in the last class? Okay, team, we haven't discussed dynamic web tables, right team? So far, we discussed about only static web tables, I believe.
Yes, Manoj.
Okay, okay then today I'll discuss about dynamic web tables.
Manoj, before going to this dynamic web tables, yesterday I came across one issue while doing one of your tasks. Uh, I got some error, and when I checked that in Stack Overflow, the explanation is like sometimes the controls will change. And I mean, uh, I while I was doing this program multi-login.
Okay.
So sometimes when you load the page, the
Hmm.
control ID may change. So that that also we can handle
Yeah,
using
expect.
this.
Yeah, yes, that is expected. Obviously the properties will be changed.
Okay.
Okay, so the properties will be changed.
Okay, Manoj.
Definitely we can handle it. I'll tell you how to do that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
okay. So usually for dynamic web table, so this is an example I'm taking. So this is our application Salesforce. You can take any application, but this contains many more controls. That is the reason I'm taking this. To come to this login page, okay, here I have an account. Yeah. So see here, this is the login page. Initially, we are getting these pop-ups. Here on this pop-up, I'm manually handling it. Okay. So now you have, I'll tell you the scenario. So as discussed, I'm handling to a dynamic web table. But what was the use case of handling dynamic web tables? Let me tell you my use case. What I'm gonna do here. Okay. There is an option called leads team here. You can take any tab here, okay? But there is an option called leads. When I click on the leads, it is taking me to complete the leads page. From here, I just want to click on the new option, okay? Here I have first name, last name, and kind of some mandatory fields I have. One team. Says my first name is one team, my last name is Chef. My company name is something Naresh. Click on the save option. Okay, the lead is created. So what are the lead we created? That lead is created on team test. Now again you click on the leads option. Once you click on the leads option, there is an option called run report. If you click on the run report, it will bring you all the leads of an application. In this table, you need to verify whether the lead is created or not. Okay, directly displaying only this one. Do we have one or not? One team test. Okay. Mhm. Let me take one more lead. Here I have all these leads. Mm, Let me delete a couple of leads too. This is a confirmation box, right? So how to handle confirmation box team? So see here, when I click on the delete option, it is giving me are you sure, okay or cancel. So how to handle confirmation box? Handling confirmation box is very important. Handling error, confirmation box, they are all very important. Okay. So if you're not clear, just go through this previous classes how to handle
Alert
this.
dot dismiss.
Sorry.
Alert dot dismiss.
Yeah. Driver dot display dot alert dot dismiss. Okay. Let me create a lead now. Yes. Creating the lead name is test. Company name also test. Click on the save option. So when I click on the leads, it brings me leads menu. From here I have a run report page. When I click on the run report page, it will be display all the leads, but it displaying only the latest one. And, Okay. What I'll do is then I'll create a multiple leads then. Just the best thing. Okay. Okay. Save. Okay. Save. Test. Save. Save. Now let me play this question. So see here, leads when I run the code, it brings me all the leads. Right, see here, test, test 1, test 2, test 3. Okay, and it is not at all following any order key to storing the records in the database. It's randomly storing the records. Point number one. Okay, so and we don't know the size also here. This is a kind of a dynamic web table. There is no specific size here. Let's say here when I click on the new more lead here, click on the leads and the more. So actually here it is taking in last 20, but usually there is no order to store a record here. Let me show you a couple of examples. Then this is a kind of dynamic workability. Dynamic workability means you need to come up with these two things. One is we don't know where exactly record will be stored. First point, we don't know where exactly record will be stored. Second point is we don't know the size of the event workable also. Okay, so here displaying as a last recording, but the last record is not at all a valid scenario here. It will be keep on changing. So sometimes it might be stored the record on the first row, sometimes the record will be stored on the second row. The row is also dynamic thing. It's not at all fixing to every time the latest record will be displayed on the last one. That is not at all. There is no rule for this. Okay, I have a very good experience on this team. Actually, I'm not able to provide the proper test data. That is the reason this is playing like this. If I enter valid test data, then obviously it will be store the record in the middle of the web table. So you need to understand two things here. I just wanted to verify my lead is created or not. That is one use case. I just want to verify. I'm trying to create a one lead here. I need to verify whether my lead is created or not. But my lead is created or not, that is a use case. The web table contains the static data, the dynamic data. I don't know the size, point number one, and I don't know where exactly my record will be displayed. I need to communicate each and every row and verify it this is my lead or not. If you are going for this web table, I'll tell you what the difference between normal web tables and static web tables. Sorry, dynamic web tables. So see here, in this web table, there is a fixed size. So I have only 5 rows, but in this web table, there is no fixed size here. This is a dynamic web table. Okay, we don't know the size. If you know the size, we can communicate to the file records and verify it. If you don't know the size, then how can you communicate to the each and every row and how to verify it? That is something very, very important. Okay, so I'll come to this use case team. Hope you're clear with this. So what I mean to say here is team, I just wanted to come to this an application, then create a one lead, and after that verify that lead is created or not. That is what my use case. I want to come to this source code, then create a lead, verify the lead is fitted or not. But verification purpose, the record will be stored on the web table. The web table is a dynamic web table. I am not sure where exactly the record will be stored, point number one. And I am not sure the size of the web table. I need to communicate to each and every row and verify it. Okay. So did you get my use case team? What I'm gonna do on this web table down. Dynamic web table. Okay. So here I'm taking SNG class name. There is test public void PC1 import of all SNG annotations. So driver equals to new Firefox driver. Driver dot manage dot window dot transform. I will discuss implicit wait team now or yes.
No, Manoj.
Okay. So just give me a couple of minutes team. I need to call you implicit wait also. Implicit wait is very important. Here I'm going to use implicit wait in my example. So implicit wait. Basically team in our WebDriver we have a two types of synchronization commands. One is implicit wait, other one is explicit wait. One is implicit wait, other one is explicit wait. Okay, we have two types of synchronization commands. So why we need to keep synchronization commands team? We need to sync up with the application performance. That is the reason always we need to take the help of wait commands. Okay, so if you are doing automation testing team, automation tool is performing the actions quite fast. It might not be synced up with the application performance. The automation tool might be performing with the sync up with the auto application level. We need to use the these implicit wait and explicit wait tip. Let me give a small example on this. Let's say here I have a Gmail page. I have a Google page. I just wanted to enter here Gmail username and Gmail password team by clicking on the Gmail. If I do the manual testing team, what I'll do is I'll be just launch the Gmail Google application, then I'll click on the Gmail, so it will take me to directly Gmail page actually. Okay, so what happens is it will be take me to the Gmail page. In the Gmail page, it will be asking Gmail username and password. Right? It will be asked my username and password. This is also the behavior. If I do the same testing, by using automation team, what happening is the simply it is first going to the Google, it's click on the Gmail, it's trying to enter the username and password. My page is loading, so I have to wait for some time. When I do manual testing team, I'm in a position to know that first page is loading, so we have to wait for some time. But in automation testing team, how it will be recognized whether the page is loading or not? Okay, tool will not be recognized whether the page loading or not because tool doesn't have any eyes. So we need to wait for some time. To wait for some time using WebDriver API, there is an option called implicit wait and explicit wait. These two are very important. But implicit wait is a completely pretty easy thing. What exactly implicit wait is? Implicit wait is a kind of global timeout. Implicit wait is a global timeout. Okay, if you document this implicit wait, the lifetime of implicit wait is it will be applied to all the driver instance objects. The syntax is driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicit wait. This is what the syntax, and you need to pass the time. how much time you want to wait. This is the syntax of implicit wait. If you document only once in your program team, for every command it's automatically applied. For every command it's automatically applied. You don't want to keep multiple thread dot sweeps here. If you document only once in your program, it's automatically applied. Let's say here I'll show you an example on the dynamic webtable example. Before that, let me show you an example on implicit wait also. So driver equals to new of driver dot distributing colon oops. So driver dot find element by dot id selenium dot is display. So if I execute this program to immediately it will give me an error. This is here I'm just launching the Google page. Immediately it gives me an error for opening the browser. So see here, once the page is loaded, I automatically got an error. But assume that team, there is a use case, my Selenium control will be load on the page after 30 seconds. So I have to wait for some time. Assume that there is a use case, but today we don't have a Selenium control. Assume that this Selenium control will be load after 30 seconds. So I have to wait. So for waiting purpose team, this is the implicit wait command driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicit wait, and it is asking the parameters is so how much time you want to wait. I just wanted to wait for time unit dot seconds, or if you want to stay days or whatever it may be. So it will give you all these things. So see days or hours or microseconds or milliseconds. Okay. So I just wanted to wait 30 seconds. That is the reason I'm using this. This is the UIT command directly. So driver.manage.timeout implicit wait. This is a global timeout. If you documents only once in your program, it's automatically applied to each and every command. Okay, but you have to remember team, the advantage is if the control is not at all available, then only it will be wait for 30 seconds. If the control is available for 30 seconds, it will be identified, it will go to the next level of execution. Okay, now see team, the page is loading, still not all getting any error. It's trying to calling for an element, it's trying to verify for an element, every microsecond, whether Selenium control is loaded or not, Selenium control is loaded or not. So it will be keep on, controlling, verifying the control team until it reaches 30 seconds. So once it reaches 30 seconds, it simply gives an error because the Selenium control is not available. Okay, if the Selenium control is available by 10 seconds team, it will be simply identify the control, it perform the action, then it goes to the next level of execution. So it won't wait even if you provide the huge amount of time also. It will not be wait when the control is loaded. Okay, that is the advantage too. So now let me get into the dynamic web table. So what I'll do is first of all I'll keep this driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicit wait, providing like 50 comma time unit seconds. Let me like that. So directly taking this URL to driver dot yes the URL. Now after this team what I will do is I just want to enter the username, password and click on the login option. Okay. Enter username. Command is driver dot find element by the right click inspect element driver. I have an ID by the ID by the ID dot confuse. So this is what my mailing address, username, and the password. Click on sign in option. Give my password. Let me get the password property. So this is the password property. I'm entering the password. Then I'm trying to click on enter option. So this is what I'll do is keys dot enter. Okay. So what it will do to it will be enter the username, it will be enter the password, then it will be simply click on the enter option. Okay, that is the reason I documented directly here. So enter username, enter password, click on sign in option. Once I enter the valid username and valid password to it's taking me to the Salesforce web page. From here, my requirement here is I just wanted to first create a lead. Click on the lead. Click on the lead. So see team, now my page is loading. I'm not giving any thread.state here because I already implemented implicit wait. That is good enough. Okay. Now let's say here I have a leads option here. I want to click on this lead. Inspect element with the Firefox. A title leads link text. I have a link text here. Copy. Okay, click on the link. Driver dot find the name by dot and then text leads dot click. Okay, dot click. So now here I just want to again my page is loading, but I'm not keeping any wait commands here. Now I want to click on the new option. Better let me get the answer. And new option. Driver dot and the limit by the export equals to something dot click. Okay, dot click. Got it. Now see here I just have a first name, last name and company here. I have a first name, last name and company. Now let me enter my string first name equals to string maintains on record for one string last name for one string company name. Sorry. So here is my test data. So enter the first name, last name and company name and I need to click on the save option. So first let me enter the first name. So I have an ID. So enter first name. Driver dot find the name by dot ID equals to so then say thank you. First name is first name. Enter the first name. last name and the company name. So let me change my text data here. Last name, company name. To change the property, so I create the file here. Use the last name property and use the company property. Okay, so let me explain to you so far whatever I have done. So what I did is just I launched the browser, I'm maximizing it, then I'm waiting for 50 seconds. After 50 seconds, it's automatically apply each and every driver object. Okay, then I enter in the URL, then username, password, click on the sign in option key. Then click on the leads. When I click on the lead, it takes me to the leads page. From there, I just want to click on the new option. It takes me to create a new lead page. There I want to enter my first name, last name and company name. That is the reason I just maintain my test data. First name, last name, and company name. Okay. So it's enter the test data. After entering the test data team, let's say here test 5, test 5, test 5. Click on the save option. After click on the save option, again I want to click on the leads option. Okay. First let me click on the save option. Right click, new inspector in the hardware. Better get the expert. Click on the save option. So driver dot finally name by the expert dot click. Okay. Then I click on the save option also again. Once I click on the save option, I need to again click on the leads option. Already I document the program for clicking on the leads. So you go to the command for clicking on the leads. And you click on the leads. After this screen, you have an option called run report. Here you don't have a run report option. Just click on the leads. You have an option called run report. Click on the run report. Right click, inspect from your Firefox. Run report also I'm not getting very property. Let me click that start. Click on the run report option. Click on the run report option. The driver dot and the name by dot start dot click dot click. Okay. So if click on the run report thing, it will be take me to all the created reports leads page. Okay. So from here team, what I need to do is I need to just verify whether my lead is created or not. I entered the data, first name, last name, and I need to verify whether my lead is created or not. So that is the reason team. What I need to do is I need to communicate to this web table. I need to verify each and every row, each and every record. Right? So because there are two cases, I'm not sure where exactly my lead is created, point number one, and I'm not sure how many rows are there in the application runtime, how many rows are in the web table. Okay, so for this reason team, what I'm doing here is I'm creating a kind of a one reusable function here, public boolean is element present. Here I am passing an XPath of the object string XPath. element XPath. Okay, so what I'll do is team. So there is an option called driver dot find elements. You might be heard about it. Driver dot find elements. If you want to communicate to the multiple elements, we need to take the find elements option. I'm not able to get it. The reason is this is a kind of local variable. Now I define that is an instant variability. So see here. Now I'm taking this driver dot find elements by whatever the XPath element XPath I am passing directly that comes to here in this method by dot XPath XPath dot there is a function called size. What exactly this does is it will be written the size of the XPath thing. Based on XPath, if you pass like driver dot find elements by tag name A dot get size, it will give you how many tag names you have on an application with A. Okay, hope you clear this. What exactly this line? It will give you the size of string dot length the same way team. If you pass an XPath, it will give you how many XPaths are in your application. Sorry, complete size it will return you team. Complete size of the XPath. Okay, whatever the size is returning team, that size I am trying to store in one variable here. My variable name is something, let's say count. You can take anything. So I'm keeping this int count equals to drivers dot find elements by XPath element XPath dot size. Now I'm checking thing here. If count equals to 0, then return false. Else return true. Why I am returning false and true team? Because this function is a boolean return function, then obviously expecting only true or false. Okay, so what are the function I defined here is team? That's a boolean return function. Is element present boolean return function team. In this function, whenever I'm calling this function, I am passing one parameter. Whatever the parameter I am passing, I directly comes to here. So here it will give you the size. If the size is 0, then return false. If the size is not equal to 0, then returns true. That means same. I am passing this complete web table XPath. If the size is 0, then there is no record. Then there is no point of verifying here, right? That is the reason the size is 0, returning a false. If my result is a false, then my test case is a kind of fail. There is no read is created. Okay. If the size is not equals to 0, maybe I have a 1 or 2 records. Maybe count equals to 1 or count equals to 2. Then get into the web table, try to verify your record is created or not. Okay, so let me get the XPath of this web table. So right click, inspect element the Firefox. So I'm getting XPath of first name team first of all. Okay, so team, if I want to split my XPath, from where I need to split, you might be observe here. The ID area is common, table is common, T body is common, only TR is increasing. So I'll take kind of string XPath start equals to, this is the first part. For this no need of any explanation, I believe you are clear with this concept. XPath start, then this concept is in XPath end. String XPath end. Now int I equals to 2 variable d, int I equals to 2. Okay, so I have an xpath start, xpath end, and I variable team. Now what I am trying to do here is I am calling a if loop team while, sorry, if I'm calling directly kind of a while loop. In the while team, this is expecting a condition, right? While syntax is while, then condition. If the condition is true, then only it will be entered into the block. My condition I'm writing here is team is element present. So is element present is a function. If it is returns true, then only it will be entered into this block. So I'm passing my xpath start plus I plus xpath end. Okay, I'm passing whatever the first record xpath team. I'm passing directly first record webtable xpath. If the size is 0, then return false. If there is no record stream, they don't want to verify it. If there is some record, then verify it. So while is element present xpath start plus I plus xpath end, if you enter into the block, now my requirement here is team get first name. For getting the first name team, driver dot find element by dot xpath start plus I plus xpath end dot get text. I'm getting the text team. You might be clear this. How to what exactly this is. Whatever the text I'm getting it team, I'm trying to store on one variable. String something f name is my variable name. String f name equals to driver dot find element something property dot get text. Now after this team, I am validating the first name now. Validating the first name. So if f name dot equals ignore case first name. So if the both are equal team, then listener order println first name found. So what was the first name? I'm printing directly f name team here. First name found. Okay. Once my first name is found team, then check for the last name. Check for the last name. So checking for the last name again. So last name is in this column, right? A different XPath. For the last name, driver dot find element by dot XPath start plus I plus XPath end dot get text string L name. This means last name. If L name dot equals ignore case last name string println last name found lead created. L name. Okay. So see it. Now I provide a first name property in the last name also, but I need to change it name. So you might be observing what was the difference between first name XPath to last name XPath name. The question is, I just wanted to understand here what was the difference between first name XPath to last name XPath. The first name XPath contains table tbody tr of 2 td1. Here also it is also having the same 2 tr of 2, only td is changing. Here we have a td of 1. In the last name we have a td is td of 2. Rest of the things are common thing. Right? From where it is incrementing, we need to split the XPath. From TR only it is incrementing. So from the TR only we need to split it. Yes, exactly. So but TD is, in the first name we have a TD of 1, here we have a TD of 2. So I don't want to define one more new variable for that. What I'll do is I simply modify here string lname equals to driver dot find element by XPath. XPath start plus I plus XPath end. This is a string team, you have to remember XPath is a string. dot, there is a function called replace. I'm calling the replace function. Here it is contains old character. My old character is cd of 1. And what is my new character? My new character is cd of 2. It will replace the value and it will be get the text. Whatever the text it is getting, I'm comparing with my last name. So what was the last name? My last name here is Kalyan. My first name is Pawan. If these two records are matches, yes, my test case is a pass. Otherwise, my test case will be fail. Okay. So let me, if the condition is matches, then break the data, break the loop, where my loop is starting to. So I need to increment the I, right? So I plus plus. Okay. This is a complete program team. So these four lines are also very important. Why I defined is I need to get into the web table with certain condition team. That is the reason I have defined this logic. Okay, nothing in this. This is a completely boolean function. It returns true or false. So driver dot find elements by xpath dot size. This is like a kind of, if you provide driver dot find elements by tag name a dot size, it will be return you all your inputs tag names, all your a tags, the size count. Apply the same logic in here. I am passing an xpath. I am trying to get an xpath size here. Whatever the size I am getting, that is returning in an integer. That is the reason I am storing on the integer variable. So int count equals, see here, size is a return function. That is the reason I created a int count variable. I am checking the condition team. If count equals 0, return false. Else returns true. If return false team, I don't want it. If it is written false, the while is accepting only true. If while is false, it's not at all allowed to this block. It's not at all executing it. It simply executes outside of the loop whatever we documented it. Okay, this is all about the program team. Let me execute the program. So if you get a chance to look into the Salesforce application task team, like creating a task, updating a task, deleting a task, did you get that use case team? CCT. Okay, done with the already execution. I'm not able to see it. So done with the execution and you have displayed the first name and last name. So see here. Okay, let me change my test data so that you get a clear picture. Let me execute again.
Manoj, why that finish window is not fit to the code?
Sorry,
We are getting a pop-up window, right?
one second. This is a pop-up tool. You can handle it manually this one, but this is also, we are able to do it. This pop-up you will get a properties and you can able to easily handle it. So click on the run report, the Selenium testing. So verify this, so the result is created right now. Then for execution. See, Selenium interesting. Okay. So this is the dynamic webtable program team. Just take a look and try to handle the same scenario. You will get a clear picture. If you see the same scenario too, you will get a clear picture. Okay. This is a kind of a pop-up, unexpected pop-up. Whenever we are closing it, we are handling it, we are getting it. So you can handle even unexpected pop-ups also too. I will tell you how to handle this. Okay. So what you are asking
It is not
something?
affecting our code.
Sorry.
Yes, why it is not affecting because we are not handling this here.
Which one?
That window, the additional window where
It's a kind of first pop-up, right?
ah,
First
no,
pop-up.
last time we closed.
Okay. That is whenever we are closing it, it is giving kind of a meeting invitation. We can handle that one also. Raj.
Correct, but why it is not affecting our code in text execution? Because generally, if we get a window, then we have to handle.
Once done with my execution, then I'm closing the browser, right? Whenever I'm closing the browser, I'm getting it. I done already execution.
Okay.
Okay, I done an execution here. Then after my done with the execution, I'm trying to close the browser. So whenever I'm trying to close the browser, I'm getting the pop-up. Okay, there is no, there is no condition here to closing the browser. There is no, code for directly, to communicate with the code here. Directly, this is happening whenever I'm closing it. So when I'm closing it, after execute my test case, I'm closing it. So no need to worry. In this case, it's no need to worry, but usually we can handle those of our controls also. Okay. So all about today's program team. I'll share you this program. Spend some time on the same test case.
Manoj, one more question.
Yeah, please.
Can you open the program? In that you wrote ignore is equals ignore case.
Yes.
Verification method already it's present. You just need to.
Okay. That is a kind of verification here. We need to verify that. One second. So how to verify this whether the lead is created or not? So you have to execute the test case and generate a report team. Then you will get a clear picture. Okay, Vinita,
I
I'm
mean,
asking you.
yes,
Yes, I have keep an asset.asset statements in my last program. So what I'm asking you is execute the test case. For the test case, generate a report. Okay, if you generate a report, then you get a clear picture why I have keep asset.asset equals there.
not assert. It's what I am asking is ignore case something you wrote in if.
Ignore case. Yeah, okay, ignore case. Yes.
Is it already present? We just need to access it because when you type lmain dot, it already gave you.
Yes,
So
this is a string, right? String last name. This is a string function. Equals ignore case is a string function.
okay.
Okay, we seen equals, we seen compare to, we seen double equals, right, in the strings. How to compare two strings? We already discussed this topic. Double equals, compare to, and equals.
Okay.
Okay, one more function is equals ignore case. This is the standards you need to be follow. Equals ignore case. Don't use always equals. You have to take the help of only equals ignore case. Okay, it is also comparing the two strings, but it is not at all care about this sensitive, case sensitive part.
Okay. And is element present is a method which you wrote.
Yes, it's a method.
Okay.
Okay. So team, what I'm asking is you need to execute the test case and try to generate a report for this. I just wanted to test the reports here and generate a report. One time test case is a pass, second time test case might be fail. Okay, provide some kind of junk data or invalid data. Try to make your test case fail. Once your test case is fail, it will generate a report. Okay, it will generate a report. If your test case is fail, it will display on the red color. If your test case is a pass, it will display on the green color. So you know how to generate a report. For the test case, generate a report. I'm not sure how you're going to generate. Okay. That's all about today's class, team. I'll share this program to you. Okay. And we'll meet tomorrow at the same time then. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks everyone. So if you have any questions, then feel free to ping me. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Manoj.
yeah, thank
Bye.
you.